Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Voice of God, Volume 1. Why Worship God? Continued. The Lord, who conducts the universe, keeps watch, and distributes the fruits according to actions, does not get weary but remains in a state of peace. The Lord is called Sthanu, which means a log of wood. It is wood in which life is active, but it looks as if it is lifeless. The creeper that winds itself around this wood is Ambal. That creeper has also the name Aparna, which means creeper without leaves. Parashakti, who is the creeper and who throbs with life but without upsurge of emotions, has wound herself around the Supreme, who is full of life but looks inert. When we think of the Lord, two aspects, that is, jnana and peace, come to our mind. Therefore, as we keep meditating on the Lord, both jnana and peace accrue to us in a big way. It is for this I say that the Lord, Saguna Brahmam, and devotion, which is meditation on Him, are necessary. Whether we appeal to the Lord for getting relief for our problems or we express our gratitude to Him for our well being, as the practice of thinking of Him gets more and more intense, our mind will automatically get detached from thoughts about our problems or our well being. The attitude of leaving the burden on Him with the faith, let things happen as He ordains, and being carefree will develop. A kind of joy and peace will land on the mind. This is what will lead us to life eternal. For us, with never ending wants, this shows the way to achieve fullness which does not change. The truth is that only by self enquiry, meditation, and yoga it would be possible to still the mind and be in a state of fullness. The question may be raised, why instead of talking about these practices, I am talking about bhakti? Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada has declared that the state in which there is no action and thought, not even the thought of bhakti, is moksham, release. You may think, why then I am asking you to engage in devotional worship. In one context, the Acharya also says that of the means to attain moksham, bhakti has the highest place. But when I try to see if this supports my position, in the very next line he gives a new definition to bhakti. He says to inquire into the real nature of self and be immersed in it is bhakti. The bhakti as defined by him can only be self inquiry, meditation, and yoga, and not what is generally understood as bhakti, which I referred to earlier, that is, that there is the Lord external to us and the love we show to him is bhakti. Alright, although the Acharya has defined bhakti in this manner, he himself has established the contact of elaborate pujas to Chandramaulishvara in our mats. Although he has declared that the ultimate aim is the formless truth of the Spirit, he has himself organized the worship of gods with different forms, for which he earned the title Shanmadastapakar, one who established the six forms of worship. He had travelled from one holy place to another and sang stotras, prayers, in praise of the presiding deities there. When we look at this, it is clear that the devotional worship in which we engage in practice has Acharya's approval. There is a general view that jnana is the highest, that self inquiry, meditation, and yoga are on par. Devotional worship, puja, pilgrimage, etc., are a slot lower, and that religious rituals and practices are still lower in gradation. These days, educated people hold such strong views. The view is widely prevalent that rituals are superstitions, devotional worship, etc., is merely sentimental, and that only meditation, yoga, and self inquiry are spiritual. Although the Acharya, who was immersed in spiritual bliss and who had established Advaita, in which there is neither action nor thought, was a votary of Jnana Marga, the way of knowledge, he has approved of devotional worship involving the mind and the religious practices. There is a reason for this. For all of us who are entrapped in this world, the mind is in a state of continuous disturbance. It refuses to be still even for a moment. On the contrary, if we attempt to still it and be in an actionless state and without thoughts, that is not found feasible. Thoughts keep flying as it were on all sides. Our attachments, enmities, sorrows, fears, joys, etc., keep dashing alternately like waves and confusing us. Because of this, we go on planning to do this or that. Therefore, by merely telling, still the mind and get immersed in the self, it is not possible to achieve that stage in practice. Maha Perivacharanam.